Hello ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching Solve Fix Build. I'm going to make a barn mantle for our new house, and that will comprise two items. One will be a large reclaimed piece of lumber
right up there
that I got from my parents' old house, and the other piece will be two brackets that I'm going to machine from steel, and that will mount this to our new brick mantle fireplace that we are currently building. I got this out of my parents' barn. It's kind of a sad affair for the whole family. We had grown up in this house. We moved to Central Ohio in 1983. I was about 4 years old. And we had three barns on the property. We had a really big one, and then a smaller one, and then like kind of like a, what we call kind of a play shed. And this was in the main barn. It sat up on the main hay bale loft most of that time. The sad part is, you know, when my dad was retiring and they were going to sell the place, and all of us kids had grown up and moved out, and the person buying the house had no intent on keeping the house. They were just going to tear it down. My parents were going to need it, and I told them what I was doing, and they said, yeah, you do whatever you want. So I went over there and I grabbed this stuff. I'm so glad I did, because we're building our new place now, and this is going to be our mantle. So here's how it is looking so far. I did 2 passes of 40 grit. Basically went through 2 pads of 40 grit first, and then I went up to 60, and then I jumped up to 100. And I didn't run this through the planer on purpose, because I wanted to keep the texture. I wanted some of these grooves to be deep, and I wanted it to show the old wood. It's got this nice sort of like rotted wood termite look. And this is the end where I did the fresh cut, and it just looked kind of unnaturally new. So I just took the angle grinder and I just randomly did a bunch of little notches in it just to kind of match that side and put some burn marks in it. And you know, if you look at it too hard, you might be able to tell that that's fabricated, but it's got some nice natural knots in it. And well, anyway, so I'm just doing a real brisk, rapid, incomplete coat of General Finishes American Oak gel stain. And the reason why I'm doing that is to just give the wood some uniform color. But I'm not going to keep it on. I'll probably go back over it. I'll probably do another sanding pass after this. You know, on the one end where I cut it, it looks real fresh and this will kind of bring this color through the whole piece. And then when I knock it down, the areas that were darker will be like extra dark, and the areas that are lighter will be extra light, and that contrast will just kind of mix and blend across the whole piece. And then you won't be able to tell where the new cuts were and where the old cuts were, hopefully, and it'll just look more uniform in terms of its age. And it's always good to come back after your first sanding step anyway, because the moisture pulls the grain out, and it gives you a bunch of rough spots that you feel. When you rub your hand on it, you feel it. So you rub it along and you can feel the grains that pulled up. You can't really tell that the new cut edge is any different color than the rest. So when I sand it down, it'll all kind of blend. I'm going to trim these ends off. Got my brackets. Thing and see how we're doing, and then